Hi everybody, I'm Kristen, Reiki Master and Yoga Teacher, here with another video. Today's video is about standing asanas. So how to maintain a really strong and balanced stance in your standing asanas like chair pose, Tadasana, warrior one, warrior two, tree pose, eagle pose. So there are quite a few that are relatively accessible with modifications depending on where you are with your practice, but easy to sort of lose your spinal alignment cues and that sort of Tadasana balance that we get easily and naturally when we're standing in mountain pose. So we're going to start from Tadasana. If you want to follow along with me, great. If you want to just watch, that's fine too. I did include a video on my channel about how to polish up your Tadasana, so check that out if you haven't. I go into some detail about the spinal alignment cues there. But essentially, our feet are hips width distance apart, our joints are stacked, ankles, knees, hips, hip points facing forward. We're long in the lower back and engaged in the lower abdomen. Even in the thighs, gentle engagement here that can help support the pelvic floor. So essentially remembering, we don't want to arch here, we don't want to collapse, we want to be long in that lower back, engaged here and strong. The stronger and more engaged we are here properly, the more held you're going to be in your body. So getting that Tadasana set, and then from here we're going to step back into warrior one. So engaged in that left leg, we're going to step back with the right leg and come in to warrior one with the feet in parallel tracks. Some people like to do this pose with the heels in alignment. I do it feet in parallel tracks. So the left foot or front foot is pointing forward, the knee is bent just to the toes. Back foot or right foot is at about 1 or 2 o'clock, so the toes are pointing out a bit. And really important here to be equally engaged in both legs. So what I find with standing asanas, I do this, I see students do this, we kind of forget about that back leg, or the leg that might be off the ground, let's say in warrior three or tree pose. So we want to make sure we're equally engaged from the hips all the way down through the upper muscles, through the calves to the feet. So if someone was measuring the amount of pressure you were placing on the floor, it'd be equal in both legs, both feet. So really engaged here, strong, including the inner thighs, keeping an openness here, but engagement in those lower abdomens, not clenching, but just a gentle engagement. And really important, again, long and neutral in the lower back. If you feel yourself having a tendency to arch or to collapse here, try to move a little like this and find that neutral space. Because when you're coming in and out of these standing asanas, you shouldn't feel any tension in your lower back. This should consistently feel long and open, but something you have to put your mind on to really maintain. So my shoulders are down, I'm keeping my hands on my hips and just engaging in my legs here to get this feeling of strong, stable Virabhadrasana 1 in my body. Okay, from here, coming forward, come back into your Tadasana. I'm gonna actually turn around so you can see the other side. Same thing, stepping back with the left foot, right foot is forward, right knee is bent, knee comes to the toes but not past. My left toes are maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, equally engaged in that back leg, pressing into the floor, right leg pressing into the floor, engaged in my abdomen, lower back is long and neutral, hands on the hips, and here's my Virabhadrasana 1. Really strong, really stable, openness here, allowing me to breathe fully, keeping my shoulders down, a really open and stable and strong posture. So, coming out into your Tadasana, I encourage you to try that out. You can try it in eagle pose and tree pose, especially where you're grounding down into one leg and then bringing the other one over. See if you can engage equally in both legs to maintain that pelvic balance and stability, lengthen the lower back, keep your body really strong and open. I hope you enjoyed the video. Contact me anytime with questions. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.